I started dating my wife 12 years ago. She was always in really good shape. But we got married and we started having kids. Everybody knows once you have kids, it's really hard for women to get their body back. So it took a few years, it took a lot of convincing, but she started listening to me. Now I used to be a trainer, so I put her on one of my programs that actually worked for me, and she lost the weight. It took her a few months and she got really into it. But then she got pregnant again. So this time the pregnancy was difficult. She had to get into the hospital for a month. She got out, she did it again. Amazingly. She's a very strong woman. So she worked out so hard, in fact, that she actually ran herself into the ground. She had to be hospitalized. She got back to it. Then she got pregnant again. So not only has she done this twice, but she's done this 3 times. Imagine 3 separate weight loss journeys all within a 5-year period. Most people never do that once. I've done it once. It was so hard, I would never want to go through that again. But she knew what it took to get here again. Every single time, I didn't even have to push her. After the first time, she knew what to do. She knew about the nutrition. So I'm going to let her tell you in her own words. But I can tell you, there's no shortcuts. Ozempic, everybody's talking about all these weight loss pills, all these programs. Hard work is what it takes. Hard work and dedication. Anybody can do it, but most people just don't follow the right program. Or they get fed up and they just give up altogether. It takes time. This doesn't happen overnight. How many years did it take you to get out of shape? It's going to take the same amount of time to get back to where you need to be. So what did you used to do for workouts before you started listening to me?
I used to go to the gym and do the treadmill and the elliptical, and for like 45 minutes to an hour. That was about it.
And never really saw a difference.
Mm-hmm. I did no weights. I was scared I was going to bulk up.
That's what most people think.
It took me, I think, 5 years? No, probably like 2 at least. Because it was 1.5 years after I had Matthew. Probably 2 to 3 years till I really started listening to you.
How hard was it in the beginning? You remember what it was like?
Oh, God. I remember like it was yesterday. It was very hard. I never thought I could get to your level of working out, which I'm really still not. Like, I can't, of course, lift as much as you, but I can definitely keep up now. My form sucked in the beginning. It probably took at least a year, 1.5 years until my form got a lot better. Looking at videos in the past and how my form is now, huge difference. I was cracking up at you were having me do these flies and I was just going like this, and my form, I was just going like this. And you were like, kind of bend a little and put the weights a little
reverse
forward.
flies?
Yeah, reverse flies. I was just going like that. I was like, I feel like I'm doing them wrong. And then you were like, fix your back. And then you told me how to do it correctly. And once I kind of made like a wide Y and leaned forward a little bit, I could feel everything so much different. It's so important. Form's so important. How heavy the weight is not important in the beginning. Getting your form down, because you can really injure yourself, is most important.
I remember you yelling at me. People usually get really angry in the beginning, and then they get mad because they don't see something happen right away, and then they quit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you would just storm off and get mad all the time.
Yeah, you want instant results, and it's not going to happen for at least 6 months, I'd say.
Well, the good thing about training women is they don't care about strength as much as guys. Guys will be like, I want to put more weight on the bar because they're embarrassed or they think they should be stronger, when it takes years of lifting to build up And strength doesn't even matter, especially as you get older. Like, you have to humble yourself. Like, I used to be able to bench press in the 400s. Now I'll be lucky if I get the high 200s. That's just also because I switched my style of training. I'd rather look and feel good than be like a strong man. I mean, it's good to be strong, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you should be able to, like, how many times in your life are you going to have to lift something that's 500 pounds or 400 pounds? Like, that doesn't usually occur very often.
But will you have to run and get your child that's running away from you in the middle of traffic one day? Maybe.
Yeah, I made a video about that.
Yeah, that really happens.
Stuff like that happens all the time. Like, there's going to be a time in your life where you're going to need to be in shape. And I don't know. Most people probably just don't think like that. They don't. Everybody's so lazy and complacent now. So
I was like 230 pounds, and now I dropped close to like almost 125 now, which I'd like to get up to like 130. I need to eat more protein. But now working with Matt, I know what my intake should be and how I need to work out, and I feel so much better.
watching her transform over the years has been incredible. It takes a lot of dedication. Anybody can do this. And you don't have to stop eating your favorite foods. She still loves to eat pizza. She still eats sweets. But she stays active. She stays on the program. Sometimes you fall off, but just get right back on. And your kids are always watching. I know I always say that, but your kids will do what you're doing. I hope you guys are inspired. I'll see you on the next one.